What's going on, dreamers and believers? Your boy, 14RN here with another video for you today. Now, it's January 1st of the new year, and guess what? I already fucked up. 2019, my year for sure. But anyways, let me talk to you about my day. So, yesterday, went to a little New Year's Eve party, unlimited drinks all night long at the Stone Lane, Dallas. It was awesome. I had a fun time. I drank so much. Woke up late today, pretty much hungover, just really out of it, apathetic, just kind of going about my day. And I've actually had like the last 2 weeks off from work. And I was under the impression I didn't have to go back to work for another 2 or 3 days. And I was like, oh, let me just check my schedule. And I actually go back to work tomorrow. So that instantly I was like in a fluster because I had this long list of things I needed to do and a bunch of stuff I needed to get done. And I was like, oh, all of a sudden everything going through my mind. Like, I gotta go to the store, I have to like return this, I've got to do this, I've got to upload a video, I got to work on my channel art, I got to meal prep. Pretty much just overloaded. Like, I went from just being like grounded and solid to all of a sudden just like a little feather in the wind, just like breezing away, just all these like troubles and things I need to do, just like just like kind of choking me, suffocating me. And that's kind of what I want to talk about to you today, because it's really easy in this day and age for that to happen to just anybody. I mean, you get Snapchat, Instant Messenger, Facebook, whatever social media you're on, your phone's always going off, taking your attention away. You're with friends, you're with family, you're in public society. There's all these distractions that are just, keeping you from whatever your goal is, whatever your purpose is, whatever you're trying to pursue. Or maybe all these distractions are just clouding your mind so much that you don't really have time to just sit back and actually think. Like, I kind of want to do that, or I've kind of always wanted to like start a business or be the best version of myself, or, work on my health a little bit, but you just get so caught up in like the monotonous onslaught of just going through the motions every day, turning on Netflix, going on autopilot, just being distracted by all the wonderful things. I mean, don't get me wrong, technology is beautiful, but it can really distract the fuck out of you and just really just throw you in the wind, just like a feather, just kind of drifting away, and you're just not really going anywhere. You're just going through the motions, and one day you wake up, you're 27 years old, and you're like, what am I doing with my life? Like, pretty much kind of the epiphany that happened to me this last year. Because I was kind of like that myself, up to that point. I'd say last year was probably when I feel like my brain actually started turning on for the first time. And it's because it took a great pain to actually get me out of my comfort zone, so to say. Like, I went through a breakup, and pretty much that really like shook a bunch of things up, because it was like almost having like half of your fucking soul just like ripped out and like stomp on the ground. You're just like, and then you're just like, who am I? Like, for a couple months, and then it's like, in retrospect, that great pain, you can look at it two ways. One is like, oh, that was something like really shitty, and cry about it and just focus on the negative, like this thing just happened to you. Or you can always think about it the other way, like, oh, this happened for me. And in retrospect, looking back on it, like, I'm actually really thankful that breakup happened, because it took that amount of pain to actually get me the fuck out of my comfort zone and force me into, pretty much the real world again. Because I was on autopilot, guys. I was like spending like 2.5 years where I would just hang out with this girl. We would like watch Netflix and just drink wine and eat shitty foods and all these like, modern day standard American diet, just eating like high fructose corn syrup, simple carbs, simple sugars, just pretty much like overloading my brain and keeping me in like this little haste where I'm just, working my job 40 hours a week, coming home, hanging out with my girlfriend, playing video games. And that was pretty much my life for 2.5 years, slowly getting chubbier, fatter, older, balder, and, just not expressing myself and getting out of my comfort zone and actually getting on a path, starting a journey, and trying to go do something more that's bigger than me and actually try to help other people. So I guess what I'm trying to say with that is, look at all the pains in your life and really just look at your life in general and try to identify what are these things that are going on that are distracting me. Like, what happens to me like every day that just really distracts you from achieving your goal, being the person you want to be, setting out on your dream, being a dreamer, being a believer, getting healthier, happier, fitter, whatever's on your agenda. Really isolate it. And I challenge you, like, just take a little challenge. Like, for me, when I had all that stuff going through my head, I just had to turn off my phone, went in the bathroom, just got in the bathtub, took like a bath with no social media, no nothing, and I just sat there for like good 10-15 minutes, and I just focused on my breathing and nothing else. It's kind of some hippie shit like meditation, but it really does work. It helps like kind of calm you down and bring you back to center. And just doing that for like 10-15 minutes a day really helps clarify a lot of the things that are going on in your life, to really help you just kind of get everything back together and kind of get back on track, so that way you can really see what's important to you. So I did that for about 10 or 15 minutes, and then I realized, well, all these little things, I guess I don't really have to do anything. The one thing on my agenda, which is my main goal for this year, is to really just start this channel, start talking to you guys, start helping others. And when I feel like vulnerable and kind of down in the dumps like this, I want to get comfortable like recording the video, which I'm doing now, so that way you guys can see that I'm just another person, and hopefully get inspired and look at your lives in this way, and also be inspired to go, just do something other, be other, kind of like running off topic, like where I'm going with this. But pretty much, long story short, don't get distracted, take some time, breathe, and focus on your goal. But funny story, after that happened, I ended up going to Witch and like binging on like a 13-inch sub. Like I said, I already fucked up, but that's okay. Got my shit together, came back, did all my meal prep for the next 2 days I'm working, so that's the important part. I planned it out, got my meals ready. Gonna be getting back into the gym tomorrow. I actually missed leg day today, which kind of sucks because I never like skipping leg days. As a background of a nurse, I think you should hit leg day like twice a week. Just because whenever you're older, whenever you get older, you're kind of in this high risk of falling. So that's what happens to most people. They fall, they get a hip fracture, they have all this kind of instability and guide issues. And for me, I think it's healthy. Work out your legs twice a week. Forget the upper body. Your legs are going to carry you through this life. They're going to keep you walking all the way into the end. So, pretty much, long story short, fuck it. I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. Nobody's perfect. We're all just trying to do the best we can with what we know at Thanksgiving time. Take a moment, take 10 minutes, breathe. Just come back to center and really decide for yourself what it is you want to achieve this year and where you're going. Done.